Hello everyone and welcome back to a backyard garden. What a beautiful day today. Before I share some of our garden updates with you guys, I want to comment on the weather. I always comment on the weather, by the way. So anyway, today is just a beautiful day, clear sky. As you can see, the temperature is around 75 to 85 degrees. Very comfortable, very beautiful, sunny sky. A little bit of breeze, light breeze, wind. So the plants are doing very well because the weather's this week, at least this week, the weather's warming up again. So the plants are growing very rapidly. The herbs, especially the mint, when it's cool, they grow very nicely, and then when the sun comes up again, they just respond to it. As long as it doesn't get too hot, the herbs will do extremely well. And look at all the herbs. All right, so today's video, it's about what I did this morning. So I put down 3 of the stake, 1, 2, 3 here. These are tree stake. These stakes are about 8 feet tall, but I nailed down about maybe just 1.5 foot. So now it's about maybe 6 foot 5, 6 on top, right? Now what I plan to do, what is our plan? Well, what we want to do is really, we want to train the tomato. Look at the tomato. So the tomato is not dead. We just bent the tomato. So eventually I'll train it up this trellis, not this trellis, this pole here. Okay. Now I do have a trellis in the back, but I'm going to use it for something else. So the tomato, the base of the tomato is right there. That's about maybe 14 inches from there to there. No problem. The tomato is very soft. You can actually train them, you can bend them a little bit and allow them to come up to this point. All right, and same thing with this one. This one's a little bit closer. So this one's right here. It will go up to this pole, and that one right there will go up to the pole here. So this season I'm gonna grow this tomato. I believe these three tomatoes are the cherry tomato. Not certain, 100% certain yet, but once they produce the fruit, I can tell right away. All right. Now this season I'm gonna grow them single stem, so that means I'm gonna grow them single stem up this pole. I don't want them to spread out because I don't have enough room. The trellis in the back there I'll reserve for something else. Okay, and that's my next thing I'm going to talk about. But anyway, once they start growing up here, I will prune off all the side shoots, all this little side shoot here. You can actually remove them now if you want, right? I can remove some of this. All right, so once they come up here, then I will continue to remove the side shoots and just allow the fruit on both sides to come up. All right. Single stem, going single stem is very neat and very you produce a very high quality fruit because you're not allowing the plant to grow a lot of branches, a lot of side shoot. So a lot of it, also all the energy are really focused in on the fruit. Okay, so yes, you don't get tons of fruit, but the fruit you get will be high quality. All right, so that's the plan for the tomatoes on the pole. Now in back there, I have from here, as you can see here, back there I have the opal or Calabash gourd. Those will be trained to go up to this trellis here along the wall because you cannot grow them single stem. They have to have some kind of trellis space to spread out to the left or to the right. So those plants are not able to go up single stem because that's just the way how the plant grow. That's how they structure, because they produce a lot of side shoot, and from those side shoot they will produce the beautiful melon, the fruit. Okay, and they grow very big too. So single stem is not is not the right way of growing them. Now this one here, I believe this one, I forgot to label them, but this one, I believe this one is the Persian cucumber. Now the cucumber, you can definitely grow them single stem. So I will also grow this guy, would plan to train this guy up a single stem here. I'll put in a little pole here somewhere. Once they grow a little taller, I'll put another pole here and train them up to a single stem. again, when you grow them single stem, the fruit will be limited, but the fruit will be high quality. So it's a give and take. Besides, I don't need a lot of fruit production. I typically have more than enough, and I usually give them away, most of them anyway. All right, so I want to show you two more plants. So one here, this one is the bitter melon. Okay, now bitter melon is another plant, it's another vine that you have to have a trellis like this, or overhead, or whatever. You cannot grow single stem because it produces a lot of side shoots. It needs a lot of space to spread out. Okay, so that one right there, bitter melon, definitely needs some kind of trellis like this. Okay, and then right here, I have here the two fuzzy melon, or Moqua. See, I have label here, so I won't forget. This plants here are similar to the Calabash gourd or the opal. They have the same kind of structure. Even the fruit is very similar, except for the fruit on the Moqua fuzzy melon. It's fuzzy, it has a little hair. So those two will go up to this trellis here, okay? Because they require the space and they require the lateral left and right so they can spread out. Now in front of them are the beans. This is the yard bean, long bean. Once it comes up, I will put some kind of trellis here for them to grow. So again, the beans, you can't grow them single stem also. They need room to spread out. All right, and one more before we close this one. Now this one here, I believe this one is the Persian cucumber. I don't know, I forgot to label them, and now I think it's a cucumber. It's a Persian cucumber. So the cucumber, I know that initially I thought it was something else. I planted them a little bit close to the trellis, but eventually I will train them to come over here, and I will put a pole here and then allow them to come up the pole, again single stem up the pole. Okay, because again, Persian cucumber, tomatoes, they don't need to spread out. You can grow them single stem if you choose to do so. With the other one, like the bitter melon, the beans, the opal, and the fuzzy melon, you definitely need some room, some trellis for them to grow, to spread out left and right. All right, so that's our plan for our garden for the next several weeks. We have to see how this guy developed. Now, when I transplant this here today, they're still young. As you can see, they only have 2 leaves, so they're still very young and tender. So hopefully no snail or no other insect will come and eat them. All right, but I had to transfer them because they kind of outgrow the little pot. This one, as you can see, this one is a Persian cucumber. This one produced the 3rd leaf, so this one is perfectly okay to transfer now. All right, so that's it for our video for today. Please post a comment for me if you like, and we'll continue to make more video for you guys. And thank you for watching, and hope to see you again. Bye for now.